Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. Mold number 3 for this month. I've got 2 left to do after this. This is the Starfish. Let me get the actual name for you in case you like it. Handmade large diamond starfish storage mold. So that's what you're going to look up, but it's always linked in the description for you with my discount code. That is this one. This one comes with a little plug, so we don't have to not only use extra resin, but it makes the lip for the jar to fit onto the bottom. So this is the way this one goes, as long as I keep it this way, because this one is not exactly the same on each side. So you do have to make sure, because that would not fit that way or any other way. So it does fit one way. It comes with this little twisty hook thing, so you can grab it and manipulate it. And this is just going to float here in the resin. I've done these a few times. They're really not that difficult. Before I start that, I got some happy mail sent to me from Barbara. Barbara is always shopping for me. Barbara, I appreciate everything. She's always thinking about me. She doesn't even do resin. She orders from me all the time. You guys see her orders all the time. And then she's always sending me gifts. So this is a place called glitterandcraftsforyou.com. And she sent me some star glitters. These are little tiny teal looking stars. She sent me this color glitter, Kailani Lagoon, which is gorgeous. She sent me some chameleon pigments. This is similar to the Galaxy, just a little bit darker. So we all love the Galaxy one, so I'm excited to see that. And then she sent me 2 more super chameleons, and this is called Copper Roses. I didn't open it yet, so let's open it and look. It's got taped together so it doesn't get spilled in the mail. Oh, look at that gorgeous color. So we are definitely going to have to use these on something. I'm going to leave them out on my counter so I do not forget to try these. So thank you, Barbara. I love you guys so much. She is from Colorado, and someday me and her decided we are going to meet up and meet in actual person. All right, back to the molds. So this one, I don't know. I'm going back and forth between these 2 colors. So this is an alcohol ink, which would be transparent, and it's more natural to the color of a starfish would be. However, I have this rose gold, and it's a metallic alcohol ink. And I don't think I've ever done a metallic alcohol ink in a diamond jar before. So I don't know what it's going to look like. So I'm thinking, let's try it. What do you think? And I'm definitely not going to be doing this 3 different times like I did the last one. I'm not planning on doing that anyway, unless I totally screw something up. So I think I'm going to mix up 6 ounces. This will be my epoxy resin. Yeah, let's start with 6 ounces and get it colored and vacuum chambered. Got 6 ounces mixed up. I'm just mixing my metallics. Do have a film on the bottom, so I put a little ball bearing in my jar so I can shake it really good before I squirt it into the cup. Let's move this out of the way. That's just draining in there. And I don't know if I can keep it light. I would like to keep it light. I just hope these take metallics pretty good. I guess we're gonna find out. I really don't want to waste it, but I know you guys like experimenting. Well, you like me experimenting, so you don't have to waste your resin on it. I don't mind. I'm good with that. So I would like it light. This almost looks like an aurora effect in there, though. It's kind of staying in its place. Looking at it from the side, though, it's really light. There's not enough in there. So let's just drip more in. It's almost not mixing to the bottom. Huh. Looks a little strange from the side. Let me see. Yeah, Yeah, it's almost like floating. It's a floating metallic, I guess. It's floating like in the resin, and it's not going on the bottom portion here. So I wonder what it's going to look like. I better do a couple more drops. I really didn't want it really dark, but I guess I'm going to have to because it's not like mixing into all my resin for some reason. I'm stirring like crazy woman here, so I'm going to have to put it through the vacuum chamber for sure. And it's a little too high in my cup. It's going to spill over, so I will add this to another cup. I'm going to go with that. I don't know. I think that should be good. I don't use this metallic alcohol ink very often, so let's put some of this in another cup so it doesn't bubble over on me in the vacuum chamber. I will leave the stick in. I did it the other day off camera, and it created billions of bubbles. I've never had something bubble so much in my life until I left the stick in the other day. And in fact, I had to turn my vacuum chamber off, take the stick out so it could just finish what it was doing. It was in there for like 10 minutes. I'm going to try it one more time today and see if there's a difference, and I'll let you watch. Didn't look like the stick affected it this time. Maybe it was whatever I had in my cup that day, but you guys had asked me to put the stick in to see if it would help the bubbles from bubbling over. Although this wasn't high enough to bubble over, I couldn't tell a difference. It didn't really, they kind of finished at the same time, so I'm not too sure that's gonna do anything. But anyway, let's just pour. So I still have it split. I'm just gonna pour this slowly in the hopes of not creating bubbles, and I'm gonna go around this edge and squish it a little bit before I fill it up. I don't think this bottom's gonna hold very much because they usually don't. I'm just gonna, there's probably some bubbles in there. I think I'm gonna spray now that I have some some resin in there. I don't think it's gonna hurt to spray the mold, but it might pop those bubbles that are already in there. And this one took this whole cup. And I don't know how much was in here. I didn't look. And it's domed perfectly. I'm just gonna scrape it into this one. Get it down in that lid there. And typically you only need to fill it halfway when you need to float a plug in there like that, which means I will have a ton left over, but I just want to make sure I squish this. Okay, I need some more. And I might take this in and out a couple times, but it seems to be covered in resin just to stop it from forming bubbles underneath it. I'm just gonna pull it out. I think I'm gonna spray that surface. That seems like it was the perfect amount. Then you just float it in here and you move it where you need it. I think I need a tad bit more. It's not touching the lip at all. Maybe I could drip it in. Well, it's touching the lip, just in this area it's not. So I just want a little bit more. So I'm just gonna go around that edge. And lift it up some. I really want it to float higher. So I'm just gonna put some more in. I'm just wondering if it needs to be at the edge, because it's not at the top edge here. And without having never made this before, I'm not sure what to expect. So I think I'm just going to keep adding until it floats up higher. And it should float this whole piece up as I keep adding. But it is doing that. It's just, I'm taking my time, and you're gonna want to adjust because the lip you're gonna want evenly. I'll add some down here so it moves up a little bit. Still not high enough. Do I take it out? No, I'm not going to take it out. I'm just going to keep adding it like this because it's still not domed on the sides, I guess you would say. So I don't know if we need it to be or not. That's the problem. I don't want to not do it when I need to. It's coming up now, a little bit more. Almost there. And I have an ounce or two left. So we're going to have some extras today. I still have room in there. Resin's going to shrink as it cures. Don't forget that. So I really don't want a really jagged edge. A sharp edge is what it'll create if I don't get it to that lip. That's what I'm worried about. Wow, it's holding so much more than I expected it to. And one more spoonful, and that will be it. And I don't know, because this is not in a, I'm going to say 5 ounces probably. There's about 1 ounce left in my cup. All right, so I'm just going to spray. It might not be so bad. The metallics kind of look cool. All right, let's cure it and see what we're working with. Everything looks pretty even around the edge. If it's not, just move your little thing. But I don't really want to move it because everything looks good, so I'm not going to touch it. I thought I'd bring you back, and we're going to try the new powders that Barbara sent today. So I got this little hair clip mold back out because I think they are really pretty when they're finished. And we're going to brush some of this in them, this one and the other one. I put the resin in my other cup just to see how much I had left. I have 1 ounce left, so that Starfish mold holds 5 ounces in case you decide to make it. That's all you're gonna need. So I'm gonna do 2 clips of each color, making sure I get all the sides. And I'm just gonna fill it with, well, it does say black. I better turn it black because I have the metallics in there now. And the instructions said for best results to use a black backing. So I'm going to do what they say. Otherwise, we might not get the expected results. I'm just checking my sides and make sure I got them all. And then we'll use the other one. This one has a sparkle shimmer to it. This is a large jar too. This is going to last a lifetime. And then I'm just going to take some black pigment paste and put it into my already mixed resin and get it turned black for these. And I hope I have enough for all 4. Whoops, I'm just going to tap these out. Grab my pigment paste. And that is, oh, it's close to, yeah, it's about 1 1/4 ounces left. So I might have a little too much for these clips. I might have to use it on something else. But see how that just turns everything black? It doesn't matter what you have, so try not to mix in too many bubbles. So let's just pour these and see what we have left to do. It's the best time of the day, time to reveal. So here are the clips. I just glued the backs on. Let me grab these. So the backs are just now glued on, but here is one of the powders that Barbara sent. Beautiful color shifting. I just top coated everything in UV resin. I'm just gonna flip them over so they can finish drying. I just used E6000 glue and glued the clip part on the backs of them. Let me just rearrange that. They're almost dry. And then here are the other two, which are gorgeous colors. I do not have this color in any powder that I have. Look at those color change. Love it. Love, love, love that one. The rest of the black, I dumped in some of this new glitter that she sent me. So the black pigment and then the blue glitter. And I got one starfish. I put a magnet on the back. So there's that one. And then I poured 2 hearts, put magnets on the back. But look at the blue glitter and the black. It's so pretty. I don't know that you could see what I could see, but it's gorgeous. Glitter shows up in black, you guys. You should try it. I didn't realize that until not too long ago, but you could put any glitter in black and it's going to shine. And then this is another hair clip mold that I received. And then I have these skinny hair clips. So I just put those on the back of these two. But this is the blue glitter in the black pigment as well. All right, let's move that aside and get this stuff back. Which one should we do first? We'll do the bottom. I'm just gonna release that suction on the inside of the jars is always suctioned in there. This one's not too bad though. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's still transparent. So that turned out the perfect color for the Starfish that I really wanted. I did not expect it to be transparent like that. I'm glad it is because that's why I was going to go with the alcohol ink. But the bottom is nice and shiny. Everything's shiny. There are flowers on all the edges, some dots here that you can embellish if you want to. I'm not sure. I have to think about that. So this one we're just going to, I don't really want to pull it from that because it'll just pull right out. I'm just going to pull this one out, loosen it up somehow. Come on. Let me get a dotting tool, something without a sharp edge, just to help me. There we go. All right, we're just gonna pull that out, set that aside. Let's hope we don't have bubbles. So far, I don't see any, because you could see up underneath that lip. I did go through with the dotting tool after I shut the camera off because I realized I forgot to do that. And now there's no bubbles on that lip at all. That made the perfect little jar lid. Look at that. This is great. I do need to trim this. There is a little edge. Let's hope it fits together. Now it's probably only going to fit one way. What is the way is the question. Oh, there's the way. But there it goes. It fits. I do just need to trim it, but it does fit. What do you think? That color is amazing. There's a little seashell on the top for the handle. Yeah, once I trim that, it'll go right in. But I do have a little edge on here. So yeah, this one will need to be trimmed because of that insert. But I love the color. That is like the perfect color for a Starfish. Let me see. I might put some gold chrome marker on there. Something stuck to me here. And see what that looks like. And if I don't like it, I will pull it off. But let me trim this up and see what that's going to look like. And then we'll do a final reveal if I change it. I trimmed it all up and I went over just the dots with the gold marker. But honestly, I really don't think it needed it. And the lid fits now that I trimmed it, so there's no problems with that. But I don't know. I don't think it needs the gold dots on there. I didn't go through all that because it doesn't need any help. So that's it, you guys. I'm going to get you some photos. Maybe we'll do this again. Give me some color schemes that might look good, or how you want it poured, or a different technique. Anything that you think might look good on this jar, let me know in the comments. All right, stick around for those final photos. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye.